After a couple of days of doing absolutely nothing but soaking in the views of the massive Karakoram Mountains, which lay beyond the Indus Valley, far, far below me, it was well past time I got off my arse and went out exploring. So with so much to do, my man for the day, Kara, seeing that I was from Thailand, he suggested we headed down the valley floor and visit Manthao Buddha Rock. It's a large granite rock with an 8th or 9th century relief sculpture of the Buddha on it, which was really, really random. And it made Mummy really, really happy at home when I sent her the pictures. So result, a bit of a drive, and we came across this incredible vista, slightly marred by this sign. But apparently this is like the hotspot for Pakistani honeymooners, so fair enough. Himalayas. The mighty Indus, the Karakoram, clashing for millions and millions of years. I asked if these were special mountains with names, and Kari just laughed and said, oh, they're only 5,000 meters, feet. Yeah, they're not that important apparently. In any other country, this would just be it, wouldn't it? The spot. Apparently this is kind of a poofed. So carrying on, we bought some delicious cherries from this sweet little boy and then headed up to the Soq Valley. But not before giving all of our details to a jaunty looking guard at a checkpoint in case we never return. I don't know, as we headed into the unknown. Although I think I might be sounding a bit dramatic if you're looking at this, because this is picture perfect, is it not? This is the Soq River, and this is a very popular little spot. And that's me being very, very happy. But look at that lovely pasture right up there. Here I am, absolutely stunning, with my feet looking very pretty, but in fact freezing in glacial water, absolutely freezing cold. Wow. And then I have my freshly picked cherries. This whole box cost 45 baht, which is about £1. A whole notebook, so I'm going to do my latest drawing. I know it's not great. And my cup of chai. What more can a woman ask for? What's up? Here's Korea, my man for the day. And what he's doing is cooling the cherries. Check that, they got a bit hot in the car. Is that adorable? Perfectly chilled. Blissing out, this sign reaffirmed that I was now midway to paradise. Soon we were bumping and wobbling about as we wended our way up the valley, as frothing and raging water hurtled downstream. The air was fresh, the views were awe-inspiring, and the gushing, gurgling water became our soundtrack. I was feeling no pain at all until this rather unpleasantly intimidating sign, which we promptly ignored. Oh, we're driving up Shaggartung Valley, which means something desolate valley, and it's recently just opened up the road. But yay, how exciting. Even my guide's never been here before. He said he's heard rumors about it, how beautiful it is. As we continued up the valley, we soon picked up a young family from Islamabad who were on a farewell tour of Pakistan with their extended family. There were about 2 or 3 cars filled with all their family members, and their car was overcrowded, so they asked us if they could get a lift up the valley with us. Hello. Oh, so this is Ruby. She's one of 65,000 people around the world who won the lottery to get into America. So her and the little baby in there, and the other baby somewhere, little Abdul, he's gonna, and her husband, they're gonna all grow up speaking American soon. It's their final swan song trip. Hello, by the time you speak, you'll be having a Texas accent, won't you? Bye-bye, Pakistan. Phew! Thankfully, we had this sign to tell us that we had arrived at this picture-perfect spot where Ruby rejoined her family for a rather gregarious-looking picnic, and I swanned about taking pictures, lest I fail to sear it all to memory. Pitter patter of rain, but who cares? Look at this perfection. Ooh, wait a minute. Hello, what's going on there? Yeah, no, that's a bit spooky. Let's go back to perfection. That's better. But after an hour of wandering around the meadows and gazing up the mountains, I was made to feel extremely unwelcome. Call me cynical, but yeah, nothing is truly paradise. Look at these little midges, little bastards. Go away, shoo. And of course the midges won, so soon I was waving goodbye to Ruby and her family, and anyone else who'd wave at me, and headed down the valley. This time we were chasing and racing the water. It was churning like that butter in Brock Village the night before. It kind of like my stomach after hours and hours on end on that road. And that's us. As we wandered our way past barren, scree-covered mountainsides, we ascended to giddying heights, where the river appeared like glittery silver ribbons far, far below in the valley floor. Then we would plunge back down to speed neck and neck with the river, as it sometimes lazily meandered past oases of lush green foliage, but mostly careened frantically over deathly-looking boulders and rocks. Such a rush! That would have been the old walkway that they used to walk for days and days on end, I'm sure. Yeah, no. I'm quite happy in the car, thank you. Cherry trees and a glass of freshly squeezed cherry juice. I mean, really. Straight, look at those cherries. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, definitely a first in my life. In a cherry tree orchard, sipping freshly squeezed cherry juice. After necking the cherry juice, I had freshly caught trout. Career bumped into a bunch of his mates who ended up leaving and then paying for my meal without telling me, which was absolutely incredible. And that was the end of my first full day in Skardu. It was pretty mind-blowing. Thanks for watching.